Good afternoon, it's Karina. Welcome to Life of a Mermaid. Happy Tuesday. So here I am at home. So I actually got the day off. So I'm hoping we can go grab lunch a little later on. Then I'm have a hair appointment today to dye my hair pink again. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah. So again, slept in again today. Um, Woke up, had breakfast, I did my workout, I cleaned the room, I vacuumed, was working on some crafts right now. So I'm finishing up one of the orders that I showed you guys yesterday, the pink one. We ended up, Sal helped me, we ended up painting over it, so now we're adding like purple lines around it. And then once that dries, then we just do a clear coat and I'm done with that one. Then I started working on the pig. So right now that one is just basically pink, and then once it's painted and good to go, then that's when I'm adding the details. But for now, I'm just working on painting it. So I'm letting it dry. I'll probably do another coat tomorrow, and then start working on another one. So I'll probably end up doing like 2 to 3 coats total, and then the clear coat. So I'll see how it goes and how it looks and stuff like that, and then I'll take it from there. But that's the next one, and then as I'm working on once the other one's complete, I'll continue focusing on the pig. Then I'm starting my next one, which is the Mickey Mouse one. So that one I'm super stoked about. Still gonna have to look at Pinterest and just get different ideas, because I think I might have to like not layer it, but I'm gonna have to do a ruler and stuff, go around it, and then do different layers. So like red, yellow blocks. I need to see how I'm doing that, or what the idea will be. But yeah, so that's the one that I'm working on next. Tomorrow I'll start that, so I'm super excited for that. But yeah, so that's kind of been my morning. Yesterday ran some errands with Sal. Finally was able to go to the bank and figure out my whole account things and transfer money from my Visa EDD card into my bank account, and got my bills paid and all that stuff figured out. And then we ran some errands. I got some stuff I needed for Friend Miss. So today I'm just hoping we can go mail out the boxes so I can get that order out, and then I'm hoping we have time to hit Target. I've been trying to find like a red shirt or something for Friday, for Friend Miss. But yeah, and then tonight I'm going to my mom's and dyeing my hair. I didn't end up sleeping over just because I was gonna get the day off today. So, he figured like, oh, I can just take you or whatever, and go from there. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, I mean, things have been good. I've been having a good morning, and then last night was good. So we ran those errands, came home, and then we were just watching Netflix pretty much all night. I didn't go to bed till like about 3 in the morning, 2ish, 3 in the morning. I was watching The Good Place. I started it yesterday, so I ended up watching season 1 and 2 all in one day. It's actually a really good show. I really liked it. It took a turn that I wasn't expecting. But it's a really good show. It's funny and it's cute. So yeah, I really really enjoyed it. I'm hoping. I mean, the way it ended, they should have season 3, but I'm hoping they're able to get season 3, and I can watch that. But yeah, I really really loved it. Yes, sorry, I got a text. I can't wait for them to come out. But yeah, so that's kind of been my last couple days, or my today and yesterday. Still need to focus on the RF thing. I know it's still kind of getting in my head about that. So I want to shower, and then I'll start focusing on that and doing what I need to do for that. What else? Still having some conversations about feeling like a burden, but I mean, I talked to Sal yesterday, and he wasn't mean, but he was straightforward, and I appreciate him for that. And he's just like, like, you need to like just sit back and like let yourself be helped, and he's like, just stop. And he's right. I mean, it's just a struggle again when you're thrown away for so long, and but again, I know he's my partner. I know I can trust him, and I do trust him. So really working on just kind of taking a step back, and letting him help and be there for me and stuff like that, and reminding myself that I'm not weak. That again, it does take a lot of strength to be able to accept help from someone. And that's kind of what I'm focusing on and reshifting that mentality. But yeah, no, so I mean, things are really good overall. Like I said, really having those conversations with him, and again, just being really open, honest, and raw about what's coming up. Like, every time I do have a thought, it's like, hey, this is what I'm feeling, and then he's kind of able to check me, and then again I'm able to check myself, and being really just open and honest with myself, and like as friends reach out or I reach out to them, it's like, yeah, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm feeling. So again, just I'm not blocking it off anymore. I'm not just keeping it in. I'm being real and really addressing what's going on for me in my mind and just in general and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's been really good. And like I said, really focusing on my crafts has also been kind of just keeping me grounded and centered. And it's kind of like the only thing that like it bums me out, it's like that they're not selling. So it's like I don't want to have all these crafts and then they don't sell. But then it helps me like have fun, and it helps me, keep going and just again stay grounded. So I don't know, we'll see. But I mean, I have 3 orders technically that I'm, well, aside from the one that I'm finishing up, I have 3 more that I'm working on. So, that should keep me busy for the next week and a half or so. But yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of what's been on my mind. Again, not much comes up just because I feel like, I'm usually home most of the time and stuff like that. So it's not like I have a lot of interactions or things that bring up different things for me. But yeah, well, I talked to a friend last night. Got a little worried about him. He's younger. He's a kid. Um, I don't know. He just reminds me a lot of myself. Reminds me a lot of when I was that age and I was struggling, and I felt like I didn't belong. I felt like like I didn't have a safe place at home. I wasn't safe at school. I just didn't feel safe anywhere with anyone. And I don't know, he sounded so sad last night. It really broke my heart. We talked a little bit. I told him, what he meant to me, and, stuff like that. And, in our relationship, and, but I don't know, you could tell he was still having a hard time. And, we had to end the call because he had school today or whatever. But, I don't know. I reached out to him again this morning, um, but it breaks my heart. Like I always tell him, like he's been the possibility of me having a relationship with my children. With my future children. Um, you know, that's always been one of my biggest fears about having kids. It's just not knowing how to talk to them or finding that balance between being a parent and being a friend. And with him, I feel like we've been able to be really honest with each other. We've been able to be really open and honest with each other, and but then I'm also able to be stern and and not necessarily be like a mother or be a role like that mother role, but I mean I'm able to like, hey, that's not okay. Hey, don't do that. Hey, what are you doing? Do your homework. And I've had conversations with him about like, you need to go do your homework. Um, but again, the fact that I, have that trust and have that openness with him, it just shows me, and that I can have that with my own children, that I can, be a parent and have both, where, again, you're the parent, you're being stern, strict, but then again, you can also, have an open relationship with them, and talk about things and talk about their day, and all that stuff. So yes, I mean, I was telling him that, I was like, you've been the possibility for me for that. And um again, it breaks my heart, but the relationship he has with his mom reminds me a lot of the relationship I had with my mom, especially at that age. That I always felt like no matter what I did, it wasn't good enough. No matter what I what grades I had, what, anything that I did, it just never was good enough for her. And it felt that, she was always picking on me. And, looking now, I think, she's always known my potential. So I think, she, if more than anything, was just pushing for that. And then again, I think a lot of it also has to do, with her own insecurities and her own childhood. I get that now. but it doesn't mean, it's still, it did not scar me, but it did have a lot to do with the way I am today, and again, the difficulties and struggles that I do have, again, with my self-esteem, and trust, relationships, and all that stuff. I mean, all of that has a lot to do with that as well. But again, I know, I'm not saying this because I'm upset at her. I'm not saying this because I, you know, resent her or anything like that in any way. Like I said, I understand, and I know that she had her own things going on, and that she did the best she could with what she had. But yeah, like, and it just breaks my heart that at that age I didn't see that and I didn't understand that, and I feel like that's what's going on with him. But I mean, all I can do is just be there for him, reach out and be a friend, be his support system, and like I said, you can talk to me about anything. It was around that age when I started cutting. It was around that age when the suicidal thoughts really started manifesting and really started, being a thing for me. So I think that's more than anything, that's my biggest worry, or that's my biggest concern, that that's where he could be leading. Again, not just because it happened to me, or because that is, fortunately, a common age when that comes up, doesn't mean that it'll happen to him. But again, it is a concern. But I know that, we have that friendship, we have that relationship, so I just need to, use it, and again, make that safe space for him to be able to talk to me about whatever comes up for him. And if that's what it is, then again, we can handle it together and move forward. But yeah, so that's one thing that definitely was on my mind this morning, or something that, I'm kind of powering through or working through, and again, just being very aware of that situation. But yeah, so that's it. And then we've been helping my nephew with math homework here and there. He'll come in, and we're doing his homework together and stuff like that, and that's always fun too. He's another one that, again, is a possibility for me to be a mother and have that relationship with my children, where I can be stern, where I can be helpful with their homework, and then again, also be fun, be a friend. And yeah, so I don't know. That's been on my mind a little bit, but it was just keep thinking with everyone right now having either second kid, third kid, or just people being pregnant in general. It does bring it up to mind. And no, I'm not pregnant, and no, I'm not planning to like go get pregnant, within the next week or whatever. Um, but yeah, like that has been on my mind a lot. Just you know, wanting my own kid, and starting our own family and stuff like that. And again, not having our own place, and right now just not being in work, and just feeling like, not productive, or in that sense. I know that's a huge thing that stops me right now, but I know it's always like, oh, there'll never be the perfect time and stuff like that. So I don't know, but it has been on my mind a lot, just wanting to start my own family. And I know 2019, this is really the year again where we're focusing on getting our own place, and I think really started looking at what our future as a couple will look like, and start really forming that, and moving out of here, and really start focusing on me and Sal, start focusing on us, start focusing on what our little family is going to be. And right now our little family is Bam Bam, Wilfred, and Leo, and me and Sal. But it's so it's focusing on our little family, and then again seeing if our little family will grow or not, or when that'll be for us. And so I don't know. So that has been something that's kind of been has been kind of there. But like I said, I know it doesn't mean that I'm like, we're planning to get pregnant tomorrow or anything like that. It's just again, something that I have been thinking about a lot. And that I've been realizing that I do want a kid, and I do want my own family, and do want to become a mom, and you know um, be a parent with Sal, and just see how support a child to grow. And again, those fears and all that stuff of like screwing them up. And I forgot what I was watching, or what we were talking about, or who I was talking to, but they said, like, it was a comment of like, oh, like, sorry to break it to you parents, but like, you're gonna fuck up your kids. And it's true, and that's one thing that I've been learning to embrace, and I think why I'm more comfortable with the idea or the thought, or why it doesn't cause so much fear anymore. It's just something that that we're not gonna be perfect parents. We're not, shit's gonna happen. There's gonna be some days that our kids might hate us, some days that we might hate them. But that's all normal and that's all part of the process. And I'm really learning, I've learned to see that and accept that. And yeah, so overall, I'm excited for that. And I've been also thinking a lot about school. I know I put it off again this year, so I want to go meet with a counselor, just to kind of get more guidance and support, as far as like what it is that I need, just the whole process in general. I mean, I know the application's online, but I still felt like I wasn't doing something right. And I think that's part of the reason too. Again, I got in my head, but part of the reason why I didn't finish the application or didn't continue with the process. Um, so I know talking to a counselor will definitely give me some confidence and give me just, you know, will ground me and make just I'll get rid of the excuses too. Like, because if I talk to someone, then I know for sure, okay, this is what you need to do. These are the steps. This is where you go, and it's like I can't, be like, oh well, no. You talk to someone, you know what it is. So something that I want to do, that I'll get to do, and again, school is important to me. That's something that keeps coming up for me as well. And 2019 is a year where I will definitely be applying, and I'll start when, I'll see for what term it'll be. But I mean, at least the goal is to get my application in and apply to school, and then, I'll get accepted somewhere. And then I can, start the journey towards that. So yeah, so that's again where I'm at with that. And then still focusing on the business part, ready to go back to work, ready to get that started. And again, I know my goal for 2019, or my word for 2019, is just to believe in myself, to believe in, whatever goals I set, to believe in my business, and, just to go for it and just stop getting in my own way. And, yeah, and then another thing too, just going on date nights with Sal and spending more time with Sal and the family, and going on outings and doing things in general, new things. And I definitely want to plan. This year was the first year that we had a family vacation, with my sisters and my mom. We went to Vegas. It was for my mom's birthday, but it was still like a family vacation, and we had so much fun, just as girls. So I definitely want to do that again. I want us to have. I know my sister's wedding is going to be in August, and so around that time. But even if it's just me and my mom, or even if we can just go to like San Diego, but I would love to plan another family trip, family vacation. So yes, those are things that are coming up for me, things that I want to do and stuff like that, or plans. Sorry, I have a bruise on my ankle and I keep looking at it. Wait, let me show you guys. There it is. You can see it right there. Where I have like everywhere, all over my foot. I keep running myself over with the scooter. Um, and then the bandage finally fell off of my other ankle. Um, I have like dead skin, so I need to like figure that out. Just worried about. Oh, sorry. Worried about the whole, just the cut in general. But I mean, you can see the difference, and you can see that it's dead skin, so I need to find a way of scrubbing it without hurting, the leg or the wound. So once I figure that out and it's presentable, I'll be posting it on my IG and just giving you guys an update. And then again, I can show you guys here too. Um, but yeah, it still looks a little swollen, but so I was saying how we think that, because of the metal and stuff like that, it just shifted it. So I don't know. We'll see. I see the doctor in like 2 weeks, so we'll see then what he says, or what comes up. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's kind of what's going on with me right now, or what's been on my mind in general. So yeah, so again, any questions, any comments, any concerns, any topics that you specifically want me to talk about, please let me know. either post it on here, shoot me a text, whatever. And again, thank you guys so much for your love and for your support. I really, really appreciate it. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.